got here to Mount Rushmore National Monument, and we can actually charge.
Would you like to tell them the story about
No.
when you pull in? So we came in and we went through and got our ticket for parking, and parking's $10, but the guy kind of waved us over and stopped, and he just walks up to the window and he goes, "Do you need a charge?" And Steve just was like, "What?" No,
Charge what?
And so everybody else in the car goes, "For your car!" So that was pretty good. Yeah, it was a good moment. So level 2 in parking is where there's Tesla and EV charges.
And it's level 2 charging.
So, but when they ask you if you need a charge, say yes. What do you need a charge for?
I could test on my watch.
Free charging.
Yeah, we'll see how fast it is. They got Tesla hookups and everything. It looks like they have other EV charging over there.
That they used to make the shape of them wouldn't blow up, and when it rained, it slipped out of one of their noses.
You guys gonna do Junior Ranger?
Yeah. Yeah.
What we say in our Dakota language is "Midakuye awase," and what that means is we're all related, we're all relatives, we're connected, and we are one because we all come from that same place. That makes us relatives, that makes us connected, that makes us one.
So we lucked out and got to see some performers.
Yeah.
So that was cool. No charging here, so that is fine. Yeah. He's got it down now. He knows what we're talking about. It's a good little quick stop. Like, you don't need to spend a ton of time here, but it is really interesting because, you know, it's Native American. Am I cutting you off? I can't see because it's so bright out there. I feel like the sun was so bright I couldn't think out there. You're only a few miles away from, I mean, everything in this area seems to be so close. So, like, we're not struggling with range at all. It is not hard to get around in an EV up here. So, all right, Needles Highway. Excited?
Gained a whole percentage going down a mountain.
We did. We got to negative 311 watt. watt-hours per mile?
Over
Something.
300.
Yeah, something like that. So he got all excited when we went up a percent.
75 to 76.
How far was 1%?
3.5 miles.
never get this in a pen.
Is that a whiny boy?
What happened?
Large hail.
Did it break anything?
Yeah, one cover over the refrigerator. Lots of dings on top, but they were pretty good sized.
I mean, there were some that were approaching golf ball size.
Yeah, easily.
So one thing that we did find is it broke the taillights out on the car, on the trailer. But, let me get out of the sun here. Luckily, we were gone. So, the car is safe. We pulled into the campground and everybody was kind of out of their campers and stuff, kind of walking around. And then we realized there was a bunch of giant hail laying on the ground. And now everybody's just kind of cleaning up after the storm and telling their tales and talking about what needs to be fixed and trying to help each other out. So it's the nice thing about RVing is that everybody always helps each other out, which is awesome. There's one gal in the camper behind us here. Their skylight vents, which we said in our video about the 3 things you need for your camper was to get those vent covers. Their skylights broke out, and so they have to go get new ones today. The cars that were here have lots of damage. Pretty much everybody has something on their camper that's broken, so it's a mess. You can see the dents on this camper, and it cracked the windshield. Huge hail. This camper had broken vents on it. This Airstream is all dented up. My parents' camper had a vent cover break. I found some still hiding here. I mean, at this point, this storm was well over an hour ago. That tells you how big the hail was.
What?
How glad are you that we didn't have the car here? Some of the cars, you start looking around and they are destroyed. Like, some of them could be like total losses. The damage is that bad. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Too bad. We were lucky.
Or it would have been the second time with the body shop.
Oh boy. This may be where we leave you for today. So we got all over with the Tesla. We're gonna have to give you a rundown on that. Maybe I'll find Steven and we'll give you a rundown on all the places we got to and how the car was doing. But it was great, until we got home and there was a storm to be cleaned up after. Welcome to the Badlands.
Yes, we actually made it up in time to make it here before midnight.
Whoops, I'm cutting off your head laughing at you. So this is day 2 of exploring, and yeah, we just got here, and this is the view, like pretty much as soon as you pull in, so.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But we're gonna go start exploring today, see what we can find.
Go on a little bit of a hike here in the beginning, and
yeah,
maybe go on to Wall Drug after that.
Right after. Yeah, good one.
As a junior ranger.
As a junior ranger,
I promise.
I promise
To explore. Learn about. And protect. Special places. Like the Badlands. Very good. You guys did a great job. There are your badges.
much reminds me of Toadstool, but on a grand scale. The kids are out climbing all the rocks, and Steve's back there climbing rocks with Kennedy, and they just get to run all over the landscape and explore it, and it's just super cool because it's just these big peaks and rocks, and it's really cool. Does not appear as though they have any charging here for the car, but Wall, which is just north of here, does have charging. What do you think, Mads?
I love this place.
She's taken off to explore a lot more than she usually does. That's what it says to you, free ice water.
5-cent coffee. Here it is.
They're so tiny.
Can we get your own?
It got wine everywhere.
How good's a pumpkin?
Good. It actually tastes like pumpkin pie.
Is that good? What flavor did you get?
Chocolate. What? That's what we get. Milkshake.
So day 2 was Badlands.
Yeah, it was pretty epic.
Yes. It was a lot of driving, but then we got to see all the wildlife and everything, and
Yeah.
I mean,
We did the whole loop
yeah.
around, which I would totally recommend just for the simple fact you gotta see a lot of landscape and then a lot of animals on the second leg of that trip or whatever.
Yeah. The landscape's kind of the first part, and then as you come around like the backside of the park, that's where you really like start to see all the wildlife and stuff. So
Yeah, you probably saw, I don't know, 50, 75 buffalo.
bighorn sheep. Yeah. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. So we're charging the car at the campground again so that we can take another adventure tomorrow.
All right.
Yay!
In the car, it didn't make it the entire time. We stopped in the wall. And we just charged up there just because there was a supercharger there. And
Yep. Grab some ice cream.
yeah, so
Oh,
it was
Bella.
good.
So that's what we did. What are we doing, Kennedy?
We're gonna go riding on a train.
Woohoo! Who's excited for a train
Choo
ride?
choo. Here comes that train. Choo choo. Here comes the train.
Yeah, so we are taking the 1880 train this morning. We're gonna go down to, or up to Keystone, and then get some lunch and explore and come back, but let's board the train. They've already said all aboard. We were running late because breakfast took a long time.
Stone.
Keystone.
Yeah, we're going to Keystone. Going from Hill City to Keystone.
Pretty close to the track. They'll come through and gather up those tickets.
Move that seat forward, right?
Yeah. says that it is up to 16 kilowatts, so let's find out what it actually is.
It's the longest cord ever.
Yeah, it's a big dog.
Did not need to back in.
Yeah, it is. It's probably good. 20 foot. And it doesn't work.
Which is what we need to do.
I don't think so.
Uh-oh. I mean, we have plenty of charge, so it's not a big deal, but...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This one says it has power. But this one doesn't, like, it doesn't even have the green lights or whatever lit up. So should we just move it over?
Yeah.
So obviously the Tesla one doesn't work.
Oh, now there's a green light, Steve. I didn't do anything. And now there's a green light.
Well, it's long, so we can see if it actually works.
True.
No, it's still red.
Still red. When you plug it in, it goes off. When you unplug it, it comes on.
Yeah, so it's like drawing too much power or something. I don't know.
Huh. See if this one works then.
So this is the J something or other.
Super technical. Charging!
That thing like popped.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? That's weird.
Oh, it's charging.
So it's trying. So on this one, it's getting 7 kilowatts. So I don't know if the Tesla one's just not working or what, but anyways, it's free charging.
Or you can just hold down the power button too.
There we go.
So just had people yell at us from across the parking lot to do the Falcon Wing doors.
They're sweet.
Yeah, they are.
Not really. They're obnoxious.
On this trip, we've gotten a lot of, what kind of car is that? How's that prime rib?
Delicious.
What's it called?
8 ounces. I wish it was 24.
There is the option. That's what you can get to eat while your car is charging. It's prime rib. So we're back at Mount Rushmore. So we're taking advantage of the complimentary EV charging again, just because it's a good parking spot.
Did you get stumped by the question, do you need a charge?
I did not get stumped by that question. I rode through it with smooth sailing.
Oh, okay.
So we're here for the lighting ceremony. So when they illuminate it at night, they do a ceremony every evening. So we're gonna check that out.
In the Gettysburg Address, Abraham Lincoln said, 87 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation. Ladies and gentlemen, as we proceed through the decade of a still brand new century, I wonder if we have not started to take liberty for granted once again. And I encourage each and every one of you, stop and ask yourselves, what does liberty mean to me?
Is this right?
For most of these men, this will be the only public recognition they will ever receive for their willingness to serve. Let's show them how we feel about them with a round of heartfelt applause.
On the way back home.
Yep.
Our trip has come to an end. Kind of. Still a lot of driving ahead of us.
We're gonna stop at Walled Drug and do their backyard. Some of the things we did figure out just from the landscape of being here, driving, getting used to it, is that we probably could have skipped the Wall Supercharger going back because we're downhill. But we wanted to save that backyard for the kids. It's supposed to be more kid friendly. So.
Stop number 1 on our journey home. Walled Drug.
That's how much coffee costs.
How's the 5-cent coffee?
Amazing. It's a medium roast, which I don't know what that means.
We stopped in Murdo for our second charging location and got the e-bikes out, grabbed some lunch, spent what'd you say, an hour?
Hour and 10 minutes. We didn't mean to spend that much time, but we're on to the next station. Hopefully we will only have to charge there at its higher wattage, so I'm assuming that'll be about 20 minutes and then we'll be on our way. But as long as it's giving us that 120 kilowatts, we might as well stay there. Yeah, that's kind of the sweet spot where it's giving you all the juice, so you want to absorb that as much as possible.
We weren't in a big hurry, but now we're trying to get to Sioux City to meet up with Out of Spec Motoring to do a little collaboration with them. So we'll link that video up in the iCard so you can see that, but we're gonna go talk about camping with an EV. Apparently our kids have phones now.
Didn't know that. Answer the phone!
So anyway, we're trying to book it across South Dakota to get there to meet them, so that'll be fun. So I think this is stop number 3. Pretty sure it's stop number 3. And so it's Oklahoma, Chamberlain stop, which is a beautiful supercharger. You can see the Missouri River and rolling hills. And yeah, so we're trying to make this one pretty quick because we don't need a big charge. So I just ran over to the gas station that's right next door. We needed some more like bottled water and we needed some ice. So I just ran in there and got that while Steve took the kids and the dog for a little walk to see the giant buffalo that's down across the parking lot. So I'm gonna get that stuff loaded up in the fridge and then it'll pretty much be time to go again. So we'll get on the road pretty quickly at this one. So that was a quick stop.
Yeah, that was how we should probably be doing it, but 20 minutes, we got 40% charge, a little over 40%. And plus, you know, the pump and pack, as the sign says, it's a Sinclair, has everything. It's got a casino. You can buy your food there, or you can buy, you know, anything you want to go hunt for your food. They have ammunition. They have tackle. They have live bait.
Yeah.
And you go shoot that deer.
There's a
right
deer.
There. Anyways, no, that was actually really good because 40% charge and we didn't have to unhook.
That's always a bonus. What stop number is this?
I don't know.
4?
7.
7 million. It's
Wall, Murdo.
us.
It's 4.
4. It's really actually nice to stretch your legs.
It is.
Hey, Bella.
All right, you going to the bathroom, bud?
This is the line for the bathroom.
It's the line for the bathroom.
They're stealing ice cubes in there too.
Seems like it. Just got done with Mitchell.
Yes. Which, when you don't, go to the Corn Palace, you can hang around. There's a big field behind there, so if you have kids and you have like a soccer ball or something, that's what Steve and the kids did. They played soccer, and Kennedy and Bella roamed around the field for a while. Yeah, so we just kind of hung out in the parking lot.
I got enough charge to get to Sioux Falls, and then we'll charge there and be the last leg of our destination. At Sioux Falls, we'll actually get a bite to eat. It'll be that time. So.
Yeah.
Range.
What's killing your range?
The kids.
Oh.
Tablets being tapped.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the car trying to stop itself at every yield sign.
What? It's like every on-ramp. Maybe not everyone. Feels like everyone.
Yeah.
They don't like suddenly slam on the brakes.
Because it thinks that there's a yield sign. Because on the on-ramps it's at an angle so the car can see it. So it thinks that we have
but
to.
even sometimes without the
Yeah,
yield sign.
it does.
So I don't know what it's saying.
If anybody has any clue as to why it's stopping at the yield signs at on-ramps, and like, we're not talking about we're on the on-ramp, we are on the interstate and it's trying to stop for the yield sign for the on-ramps.
There you go.
So, why?
It wakes me up, I guess.
It does. Are you paying attention, Steve? Well, it's a new day, full charge. We're ready to go take on the last little bit of our trip.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to end up meeting up with Kyle from SPEC. And
there he is.
doing a little video with him, showing him our setup, and then also seeing his setup. He does a lot of traveling, long road trips around the United States. They're heading to Tetons. They're headed to
lots of cool places.
I don't even know, but we're going.
They're going at a lot faster pace than we get to go, so we're a little jealous.
Yeah, they just have a little roof rack.
Roof rack and the tent.
That slows them down. Anyways, we were very lucky to meet up with them today.
Yeah.
And talk EVs, and it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot.
Yes.
So I really do appreciate that. So.
Yeah. But now we get to go drive, 50 miles an hour all the way home?
Yeah, probably 50 miles an hour. So we can keep that down to about 700 watt hours per mile. So
yeah, but we better go round up kids and get on the road.
Get on the road.
See ya. We're almost home.
13 miles. And we have 13 miles of range.
It's my favorite. Last little bit was figured out 128 miles?
128 miles, yep.
So we did that all on a single charge.
We averaged about 55 miles an hour. So, pretty good.
Yeah.
For 128 miles. So, which puts us at about 680 watt hours per mile.
Sissy, you'll be playing
on average.
Had the wind behind us. So, yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's always harder coming home. You're a little bit tired, more tired, and just because there's not the excitement of something new when you get done with your trip.
I have 10 minutes to get ready for work.
But we're gonna get there. So we hope you like this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up.
And subscribe.
What she said.
Even thumbs up.
Yes.
Puppies every single day. We want to get some subscribers today.
Some.
Just some subscribers
Like
today.
a lot, even if you can. I guess watch some of the other videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you on the trail.